right about now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats, squirrels, welcome. The only podcast on planet God dang Earth. Wait, I'm on the wrong show. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and squirrels, welcome to one of many podcasts on planet God dang Earth. Sorry, just muscle memory still.
Obviously, wow.
Yeah, that was weird. Where we review anything and everything that's on Joey's stupid, arbitrary list of movie comic book stuff. This is Rundown Reviews, brought to you by the Comic Book Rundown. I, of course, am the guy who did the intro to this show. I am Chuck, or Joey's flaming cartoon tit this week. That's actually what I am.
Yeah. Yep. Hot. There you are.
Yep. I, of course, am joined by the CEO, editor-in-chief, supreme ruler, and reptilian overlord of the Comic Book Rundown. You're not of the Professional Casual Network. That's your ball.
Yeah, that's Tim.
I will take a screenshot of the thing that I sent him earlier. He hasn't replied to it, which only means he's either recording, about to do a live stream, and or doesn't like me and doesn't find the thing I found funny.
Really, was it a picture of your tits?
No, it was a picture of. I'll just send it to you later. I'll show you later. It's really funny.
It wasn't a video of you taking a piss.
No, he hasn't done that in a really long time. Actually, funny enough, at the time of recording, Spider-Man had just dropped. And I had clipped the part where we talk about the fact that you have to sign up at Patreon over at patreon.com/professionalcasual to fuel his drinking, buying him Trulies. And I took that clip and I sent it to him. And he goes, "Actually, I've been sober for 7 days now." And I was like, "Oh shit, maybe we'll actually get some money now. That'll be cool." He didn't respond to that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, it was worth a try. Sorry, guys.
No. Honestly, I have no idea how much money we're making on this thing anyway. Probably not a lot. I don't know if we have any. How many listeners? I stopped checking the
downloads.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. I'm doing this to have fun. I don't really.
Yeah,
care
it's starting to
money.
show. You know what I mean? It's starting to show that none of us give a shit.
Hey, I cared enough to watch this movie and write 7 notes. 7.
I've got more notes for this than I did for the other Hellboy animated movie. The I can't remember what it was called. Sword of Storms.
Sword of Storms.
Yeah.
Here, let me just.
Oh, nice.
Why do you have the?
Did you get the double pack?
Joey, this is yours, fool.
It's an audio podcast. The look that Joey just gave us, I'm just like, the fuck? Why do you have the copy of mine?
I didn't know I had a copy. Jesus, okay.
Yeah, you brought this over when I had to watch the Sword of Storms.
Listen, I'm telling you from experience, Joey.
God, that's perfect.
You know your collecting is an actual addictive problem when you don't remember the shit you have.
Oh, dude. So for comics, I have to have the CLZ comic collectors app, and I have to look at that constantly because I don't remember what the fuck I have on the shelf at all.
I believe that.
Yeah,
I believe that fully.
Not gonna lie, recording on my phone is the greatest thing ever.
Well, and we're doing that because the last few times we recorded on your laptop, it keeps messing up. So hopefully this will solve that problem for now, and then we can figure out what's going on later. Anyway, so
are you saying, Jesus, I turned the volume of my headphones and it was so fucking loud. Holy shit.
I'm sorry, Chuck.
Wow. Holy shit. It wasn't bad until I started talking. I have no idea why. Anyway, do you think it's because you bought him a computer from like 5 years ago and it doesn't work anymore?
That computer is actually newer than mine, and I use mine on a daily. Practically.
Head over to patreon.com/professionalcasual. As little as $1, you had access to that high Discord. But what we need you to do is go over to the 301 tier and give us some fucking money so we can all buy. I could use a new pair of headphones, honestly, because I can only hear out of one headphone.
My mixer,
I'm using earbud headphones. Like, I don't want to hear it, Chuck. At least yours are a real set of headphones.
Dude, these are so fucking old and have so much like gym sweat just caked into the thing.
Oh,
can you tell me we didn't give a shit?
Wait, hold on a second. I just had an idea. I just had an idea for a Patreon. So head over to Patreon and start a bidding war on Chuck's gym sweat headphones.
Yo, for real. It starts at $1.
I love
one
it.
whole dollar.
All right, let's attempt.
Oh, Ron's here, by the way.
Yes,
there, I
Ron's here
did the
too.
intro.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Let's
That's okay. It's not the first time you forgot me in the intro, Chuck.
That's true.
Actually,
well,
I think
usually
you
it goes
always
to
forget you.
usually I throw it to Joey. I didn't even introduce Joey. We just went into it.
I am
You know
so
what I mean?
glad that I've never seen you throw it to Joey.
It's true.
Um,
It's bound to happen. No worries. I've seen him in a pink shirt. You know what I mean?
Hot.
yeah, when I went to go see Barbie, fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Yes, let's go ahead and get into this movie. It's the Hellboy animated Blood and Iron from 2007. It was fine.
Okay.
Like it
Should we just throw a disclaimer over like
sure,
every other
go
fucking
ahead.
episode?
Go ahead.
I love Hellboy. I am slow. Like I loved the live action movie when it first came out. That was actually I didn't know who Hellboy was until I saw that movie. Like I didn't know it was a comic.
Same.
Because the movie had gotten released, and then my like Walden Books or Borders, whatever it was, had like put out the paperbacks, trade paperbacks.
Yep.
And I was like, oh shit, this is like the guy from the movie. Oh, it's based off a comic book. That's right as shit. So I've gotten since then the like omnibuses, like the super collections.
Yes. I need to start getting those.
I think there's like 4 of like the original run. Maybe I have the first 4. I'm barely through the first one because it's a little slow for me, but I still love the character. I think it is a rad original concept, even though he's technically a cop. Like when you think about it,
yeah,
which kind of sucks, but it's fine. But I love the artwork. I love the story. I think he's a really cool, different original character. I don't know what this was supposed to be. I don't know
nothing.
I don't know who it was supposed to be made for. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish with it. And I got done with it. I mean, thank God it was only an hour and 15 minutes, but like I got done with it and I was like, I don't know why I just had to watch. Like, why did I watch this? If I had bought the DVD for like $20 when it first came out, I would have been fucking real disappointed.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, were they trying to get a pilot or something like launch for a show?
So I don't think it was going to be that because this is technically the second movie of the animated. I think they were just trying to do more with Hellboy because for whatever reason, Hellboy 3 wasn't getting off the ground. So they're like, well, let's go ahead and do some animated stuff.
But also Hellboy 3 of the animated thing gets canceled after this.
So it leads me to believe that as much as they put their faith in Ron Perlman as Hellboy, the studios didn't like the return for whatever reason. And mind you, I saw both of these, both Sword of Storms and Blood and Iron, on Cartoon Network in 2007. That's the first time I watched this stuff because it was on there for
this was on TV.
Yes.
So was this supposed to be made for kids?
Allegedly. I mean, it was Cartoon Network.
So there's your first problem. Hellboy's
but...
not a kid's character.
Oh, hell no.
Like he shouldn't have. Like this. Like that's where my disconnect came from. This right is like I know Hellboy as like an adult comic book. He's an adult comic book character. He's like Spawn in that way, right? Like they don't make this, and they shouldn't have dumbed it down for.
Wait, Spawn's not for kids?
I mean, in the lens of 2023, he's no longer kids. When he first came out in the 90s, yeah, because it was the fucking 90s and there were no rules. But nowadays, no, he's not for kids.
Well, and I think because they had a 90s Hellboy or Spawn TV show cartoon.
Yeah, it was on HBO though.
We haven't watched Spawn yet.
We haven't. It's like 95.
Yeah, we're getting
and
there.
We are still only in the 80s because somebody wanted to watch Willow.
Yeah, put it back on Ron. That's how. Yeah,
look, you guys put it back on me all the fucking time, okay?
You made us watch Buckaroo Banzai. That's not even based on a comic book.
So my defense for that is I blame the site that I got all of these
Technically, it was like
movies from.
It was like a comic book magazine. I've seen it. My old comic book store that is now closed because it was the Secret Comic Cave.
Oh.
It was called Secret Comics Cave, and they were really terrible. Like, they were the best kept secret because they were really terrible at advertising and having anybody know that they existed.
That sounds a lot like the comic book store that was in Bluffton,
Yep.
where they had maybe 5 people in there max, and that was the day new stuff would come in. People would go in there, grab it, and leave.
That's also because it smelled like fermented asshole and body odor.
There is that.
I don't know. I don't know. That's like a whole nother tangent, but I don't know how comic book stores nowadays survive just selling comics.
They don't.
I mean,
they sell literally everything else. Similar to GameStop, when GameStop stopped selling games and started selling collectibles. Yeah. And even that is still putting them in the negatives because they can't sell shit.
Well,
comic book stores
fucking are stupid expensive.
That too. But comic book stores now are selling they sell comics, but then they'll sell, some will sell baseball cards, some will sell like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon cards. Basically,
I mean, ours has got games, like board games. It's got tabletop role-playing games. It's got obviously the dice that go with it. They've got sports memorabilia. They've got fucking plushy stuffed animals and shit.
Yeah, they can't like. There's no money in comics anymore. Which, I mean, to be fair, comics really have been going more digital anyway, and that's accessible to everybody. Or they're going to trades, and those are also somewhat accessible to. You're better off getting a trade for a story than you are a single issue.
And nowadays, especially since they reboot a fucking story every like 3 issues.
That and none of the issues are worth anything anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that, but also like you have a big event happen. Like, for example, just recently, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, just died in the comics.
Wow! Spoiler alert! Jesus.
The problem is that they announced she was dying, and then like 3 weeks later, she's going to be coming back as a mutant to kind of line up with the MCU. So it's like nobody. It doesn't matter. For example, in the past, when like Superman died, that was a big thing. That was a big event. Everybody, like, it was in the New York Times, and people were shocked, and no one knew. Like, you kind of figured he was going to come back, but no one really knew. And it took like 2 years before he actually came back in comics.
When are they going to kill off Batman and leave him dead?
I mean, they've killed him off like 3 different times.
And leave him dead.
Look, you're asking the wrong person.
I know, because you love Batman.
I do.
I think I've said it on the show before. If there was one character that needed to be like perma-killed and never brought back, I think it's like Bruce Wayne Batman's like story has been told, and I don't know what else you can do to keep it alive other than just constantly recycling this, because ultimately that's all they've been doing, right, for like a while now.
They'll come up with a new villain, but nothing's really like the last good villain that they have introduced and that has stuck around was Hush, and that was in like 2001 or something.
Jesus Christ.
Who's Hush?
Yeah, that was like forever ago. Hush is he's like I don't know. He had like plastic surgery or something to make himself look like Bruce Wayne, or I don't know. I literally only know him because everybody talks about how good that storyline is, and from the Arkham games.
That Hush, those 12 issues, wonderful. What was that? Is that what it was called?
I heard good things about the new one with the robot that can kill anybody. He's like the kill switch for
that one's. I read that one. It's not bad, but it's also very like it's just Batman versus Batman.
Yeah, because it just seemed cool.
And it's not bad, but it's the whole point of that character was in case Bruce Wayne ever got to the point where he couldn't hack it. Well, this robot could take his place and be the protector that Gotham needs. But it's like, he got kicked in before he should have, and now he's attacking Batman and family, and like it's just
right,
came out and it's
because
fine,
he's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, which is take care of the crime, because we
Batman
all
and family,
right, because they're just bad people. Anyway, Hellboy. Hellboy's rad, and I'm really disappointed in this movie. The animation style though does look like the Batman, which I did super dig.
Yes. Because it's 2007. It's around that time in the mid 2000s when this was the animation style for all of the cartoons.
Except the only thing that bothered me was like every character looked like they had that little chain that goes across the nose that every girl now has.
Yeah.
That's like that was like my only gripe.
I think it was supposed to be like the split between the top of the nose and the bottom of the nose.
Yeah, it's showing the depth or whatever.
Yeah, they like connected it.
I know. I mean, but
I did like it better than the Batman nose, which was like a janky, like I don't know, like witch nose on everybody. It was like super weird. So I did appreciate it.
So the Minotaur at the beginning of this,
the robot,
yeah. What was even the fucking point of that?
I think it was just to show that Hellboy, like Chuck alluded to earlier, he's a cop and he was on a mission. Yeah, honestly,
1312, man. Sorry, I don't like Hellboy now.
That's fair. In the comics, that's literally what he is. He goes on these missions for the BPRD.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bureau of Paranormal Research and Development,
something like that, or the research department, whatever
department. Department.
Because they are.
I'm pretty sure it's research and development.
Oh, right, because Bureau is a department.
Yeah.
Hold please.
Anyway, yeah. So in the
I look it up, but every time I leave the thing right here, I lose the.
Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense.
You're all wrong.
Close enough.
So yeah, he goes on these missions to stop these supernatural creatures.
All right, look, I'm just gonna stop you here. Hellboy's a cop, 1312, and scene.
Well, I guess we already know Ron's score. It's 1312.
I would not give this a 13.
Oh. Yeah, like that beginning scene, it's just to establish, because the last movie we had, it was him in Japan. And that really wasn't a mission. He was more like got sucked into an event that he couldn't control, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I've already forgotten about the last movie too.
I
was that the one with the ink monster? No, wait, that was
Teen
Titans. Yeah.
Can you imagine if Hellboy and the Teen Titans did a crossover? Holy shit, that would have been fun rad.
I
mean, the cartoons. Teen Titans Go meets Hellboy.
Oh man, Teen Titans Go.
He shoots them all in like 5 seconds.
Whoa! First off, you're assuming that Hellboy can hit anything when he shoots his gun.
Well, yeah, good point.
I don't know. I watched the Teen Titans Go to the movies, and they definitely killed Bruce Wayne's parents. So they definitely could have a chance. I'm just saying.
Also, this Blu-ray doesn't have subtitles.
Ooh.
And it is very terribly balanced between the low and the high. So I had to listen to it really loud, which was really obnoxious, and I hated it so much.
So what you're saying is I should probably get rid of that Blu-ray.
Also, why the fuck are there always flashbacks? What did...
Well, not only are there flashbacks, this was Memento-style flashbacks.
Yeah.
And that storyline... I don't know about you, but I'm not saying I was confused, but I definitely wasn't following as much as I probably should have.
Not giving a shit about the movie about 10 minutes in made it really fucking confusing of what the storyline was. When you start like only half paying attention and starting to make dinner while you're watching it on your phone and it's like up on your fridge, I'm just like, wait, what the fuck is happening? Hold on.
I was writing a letter to Simon and drawing pictures while it was going on, so
that sounds about right.
I mean, I was on my phone, but I was to look up like stuff on IMDb, and there really wasn't a lot on IMDb about this. So, yeah.
Also not surprised.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 70-minute movie, like, and it just you can't get too much out of it.
It felt like it would have been like a two-part show.
Yeah, like a two-part episode of a TV show. Yeah.
Yeah, like this would have been like their big like sweeps week release for this like episode, like for this. And I feel like we needed to go into it knowing more about the character. Like we know who Hellboy is and stuff like that, but like I feel like this would have been like a mid-season like release episode of like Monster of the Week.
Yeah, 100%. Also, the guy that's friends with the senator that owns the haunted house, did he not give off Sanatos vibes from Gargoyles?
Yo, yes, absolutely. And also, I've been watching Gargoyles, and it's fucking rad as shit.
Oh, Gargoyles is still beautiful to this day.
Nice.
In comparison to whatever this was, like I'm much more enjoying Gargoyles. But Gargoyles has time to breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
they have it. It's a show. Like you can actually figure everything out with it. I don't remember much of Gargoyles. I haven't seen that in forever.
Yo, it's so good.
I need to probably watch it soon. Well, I actually, because there's a new comic of Gargoyles coming out. But I don't remember if they're redoing the show.
Jordan Peele was like really pushing to get to like get as like a movie director or producer of like a Gargoyles live action. I think is what he was.
That would be badass.
That actually would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'd be super on board with it.
Yeah,
we now have the technology to make it look good.
I'm pretty sure he was trying to go for live action.
I do. One of my notes I have here is that the group is like the worst ghost hunting team ever.
The fucking what are they doing?
They're sitting in a room.
Absolute fucking mess. They are the worst group. This is the worst. I mean, it's not the worst assembled team. It's one very specific person, and that's their tech guy. Who I have no idea what his name was in the movie, but I just kept calling him Aaron because he reminded me of the dude from Ghost Adventures that constantly got sent into the room by himself for shit and always had a camera on him. Like, that's all it was like. And now we're going to send Aaron in. And he can't actually fucking do anything.
I think his name was Human Magnet.
Yeah. Yeah, he was, I don't know. He didn't really have much to do. Because
what he was like in or out of story. Like in story, he's like the tech guy, right? Like he's there to like help set shit up and like
apparently he knows where metal is at any given point in time.
Which like
that's his superpower.
To be totally honest, didn't even realize that was his power. Didn't even know he had a power. I thought he was just a dude.
He's like Wish Magneto.
Yeah. Literally.
But out of like when you look at the grand scheme of like character development and story arc,
there's no reason for him.
Yeah, he lifts right up out of this. You literally didn't need him. He didn't do anything. He didn't like have a heroic save at the end. He didn't like find the special key thing. Like,
yeah, Hellboy gave him one task to find Abe when he got kidnapped, and Abe found him afterwards. So like,
yeah. I mean,
do shit.
This dude finds magnets, and the thing that they fought was made of fucking metal, and he didn't do jack shit about it.
Well, he let them know there was a giant metal creature coming.
Yeah, they knew that when they went colliding through the fucking wall because they didn't even have time to move out of the goddamn way.
Also,
that's a scene I didn't
even at comic
relief.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
Why was there a big bad evil person and then another big bad evil person on top of it?
That up. Like the Hecate thing. Okay, cool. I understand she was the deity for the vampire lady, but why is she like coming out to attack Hellboy?
Right? Why was she there at the beginning with the Minotaur? Yeah, and like what does Hellboy have to do with Greek mythology at all?
I mean, and she did say like that their gods also referring to him, and like they don't need to be abused by the humans, but like it made no sense what she was doing, why she was there. Like,
she was there to.
If it was just about Elsbeth, the vampire lady, and then they kill her off, and then everything's hunky dory.
Who's actually based off like a real person?
Yes.
Yeah, which I did appreciate that because I think that's like a wild Elizabeth something. I don't know. I saw it in the trivia. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about her. Yeah, she used to like legit kill like virgin servants and bathe in their blood to keep herself young. That's what she thought.
Which
she killed like 300 fucking people or some shit.
That was a lot of blood in those tubs.
Dude, yeah, those people were like super pumped with fucking blood. Yeah. Like maybe it was a bath water that they mixed the blood into.
Maybe, but then that kind of dilutes the blood.
Because then, you know, when the professor mixes in his holy water with her bath water,
which makes absolutely no fucking sense.
Yeah, I mean, unless he consecrated the whole tub, you know,
it doesn't. It's so diluted at that point. Like, what's the what? That's not how holy water works,
right?
Joey knows. Joey splashes on kids all the time, so.
Yep. Back in
I don't know why. See, when the movie's not good, I just resort back to
fucking me. Thanks.
Joey doing things with children, I guess. I don't know.
Also, the whole backstory with the old priest and then like turning into a werewolf, and that was just stupid and was unnecessary. And his character was weak and pointless. Like, I don't mean weak just personality wise, but like, it was weak character wise. Like it was like, oh, gee, I bet you this guy's going to come back into the story later. And then sure enough, he does, because why else would you have spent all this time building him up character arc and then kill him off?
This was a season-long storyline crammed into an hour and 15 minutes.
And we just missed all the story parts.
Right. Yeah. Like, they could have literally like stretched this over like 8 episodes and like done an entire like season, or even, you know, like 10 episodes or whatever, and they could have made this a whole season, and it would have breathed, and it would have been fucking rad, and they could have tied it all back in together,
right?
And that would have been really, really cool.
And then every Hellboy movie, like I said, has the flashbacks. Every Hellboy movie has some point in time where what the fuck is Selma Blair's character's name? Liz has to burn everything in sight. And
they gotta play the hits, you know what
I mean? Look, I'm trying to remember Hellboy 2, Golden Army, and I don't remember flashbacks, but then again, I haven't seen that one in forever, mind you.
The professor's dead in that one, so it doesn't matter if there's flashbacks or not.
Yeah, because he died in the first one.
Yeah.
And then
I don't think I've ever seen it.
But I'm pretty sure there's still flashbacks in there. But the flashbacks are for the elf guy.
I remember everybody telling me that,
or maybe I'm thinking of Thor.
Visually very good. Like, it was visually beautiful. It's very
it really
Del Toro looking movie, but everyone says the plot falls apart. And so
that's
I never
accurate.
Really thought. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I don't remember.
I watched the new Hellboy, and I think I liked it, but I don't remember.
I enjoyed it.
It's like a half hour too long.
Yeah,
that's what I remember. I feel like
I don't
like a half hour of it could just be like lifted right up out, and you wouldn't even know.
I don't remember any of it. I just remember that I was like, oh, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I
like Baba Yaga. So I appreciated it. I'm a big Baba Yaga fan. So
I like Mila Jovovich, so I was gonna be there anyway.
I'd bang her.
But I feel like, this was like, I don't know. They could have made this into 2 movies with more storyline and done a part 1, part 2, and it would have been a lot better. Like,
or
they just at the beginning so much into one, and it's bad,
right? Or even in like the Sword of Storms, there could have been some hinting to the whole like Greek mythology thing, but see, it still wouldn't have made sense because they were all Japanese mythology in that movie.
It could have been them at the BPRD being like, "Oh, hey, there's a new assignment just came in this house in Yabba 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 is being haunted.
Yeah, but the only reason why that came up was because a Senator Sprend owned it or something.
Sure, yeah.
But I mean, but still, either way,
you could give the lead up to
this
movie in the previous movie.
Or I mean, they could have even had like, okay, so what? The first movie, like the first Hellboy movie, it was what, Russian mythology?
I believe so, because they had
Rasputin and okay.
Rasputin.
And then we get Japanese mythology in the Sword of Storms.
In the movie, in the cartoon.
Yeah, and then we get
you get a hint, like some Greek mythology here.
You get quasi Greek mythology
because they also have the Transylvanian with the vampires. Yeah.
And then in the Golden Army, it's Norse mythology. I don't know.
I don't remember. Again, it's obvious that nobody, like, we can't remember the second movie because apparently it sucked.
Here's HHH. Okay, here we go.
Triple H. What?
The fate of mankind hangs in the balance when a ruthless prince awakens an unstoppable army of creatures and wages war on the human world. It's up to Hellboy and his team of paranormal outcasts to face off with the forces of darkness in the ultimate battle of good versus evil.
Oh, so it's Christian mythology. Got it. Okay, cool.
I don't remember any of
that. I remember that. He does the voice of the water tube guy.
Seth MacFarlane, is that the Family Guy guy?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, he's got a big stupid head, and I want to punch him in the face.
Yes, we've talked about that. And I told you that he also hates Fox News, and you're like, oh, okay.
I mean, I still want to punch him in the face, but that just makes him a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also hate his real voice, like his normal talking voice.
Because it's just Brian.
I mean,
from Family Guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I watched what was the space show that he was in? Yeah. And like, I mean, I haven't watched the whole thing because I keep losing interest in it.
I really like
it gets really good. I really like
it. I've heard wonderful things about that show.
Yeah.
Because like
it takes a little bit.
Gotcha.
I think like half season 1 it really starts getting good.
I really like season 1.
All I want to see is the chick from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. naked, and that's not going to happen. So like,
they go to Hulu for season 3, so maybe.
No.
Oh damn it! I'm using my phone. I was like, I could probably look it up on my phone and see if she's naked, but
yeah,
I don't remember her name.
Anyway,
Adrian Pacolidiglione. I don't know.
Yes.
Wow.
Pacolideski.
Anyway.
It doesn't matter. What were we talking? Oh, Hellboy. So, Hellboy fights a Minotaur. Finds out the Minotaur's a ghost spirit robot. They go to a flashback of Transylvania in the 1920s because that's the only time the professor did anything was in the 1920s. This is pre-Hellboy 1920s, by the way, not post-Hellboy 1920s, because he hasn't even found out about Hellboy yet. He takes a old priest and a young priest and some cops to go stab a vampire. They do a piss poor job of it. He almost dies. We go back to the future, or the current time, I guess, and there's a haunted house. The reason why it's haunted is because this dude bought all of the vampire sex toys, and fighting ensues, and then there's ghosts, and there's a vampire.
This dumbass rich guy will buy all of the authentic stuff, and he doesn't understand the mythology. Like that's
a standard rich person thing.
Yeah, that's a typical rich guy. I honestly,
I don't disagree.
The movie was whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, like, they try to put a plot to it, and then they just like, you know what, this needs 18 more plots.
Yeah, honestly,
we're not really gonna pay off.
If they had just maybe done the backstory in the very beginning, like the first 20 minutes, and then we jump to Hellboy stuff, I think it would have been probably better. But because they kept jumping back and forth, it kind of diluted it and just kind of made it like
Oh fuck. You guys still there?
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. This movie was fine. I like the other one better.
Yeah, Sword of Storms was definitely better than that.
Yeah. So. Anyway.
Also, isn't that also the name of a George R.R. Martin book?
I believe so. Yeah.
No, wait, that's Storm of Swords. Never mind.
Either way.
Yeah, either way, he's a fat piece of shit.
Anything else you guys want to bring up about this movie that we didn't care about?
Oh, about this movie. So the glowy ghost dogs were so boring that it wasn't even worth having them in the movie. And I only understood the harpies after I found out that the snake lady was Hecate from Greek mythology. Otherwise, it was kind of stupid to have them in there at all. And my fan kind of looks like the Walmart symbol.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know, deep, right?
Yep. Chuck, you got anything else?
I hate that I spent $4 on this.
Same, honestly.
Yeah, like
I'm glad I didn't have to spend money on it because I had Joey's DVD.
I forgot I had the DVD.
Do you know what? Like my biggest the problem. I was just so excited. Like I love Hellboy. I was excited for this, even though it was like animated, so I knew it wasn't gonna be the best thing I'd ever seen. It's like my expectations were low, and they still didn't meet them. You know what I mean? Like, which seems really unfair because I feel like there's probably people who loved this, who thought
but those
like
people are dumb, so we shouldn't care about them.
Well,
but obviously it wasn't enough to get that third movie off the ground.
Right. Like it sucked enough that they couldn't do it. And it has like all the original cast.
Yeah.
Like
that's
it's
the big
so
thing.
good.
It's everybody is back for this. And they had Doug Jones doing the voice for Abe when he wasn't the voice in the movies. In the live action movies. Weird. I can't remember who did the voice. Oh, what's his name from Frasier? David Hyde
Niles?
Yeah. Yeah. He did the voice of Abe in the Hellboy movies. Live action movies.
Hey, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I got this. I got nothing else. So guys, ready for
what's our kill count?
What'd you say well for before I go to the kill count?
Doug Jones? Oh no, that's the guy who played him?
That's who played him on screen. And that's he did the voice in the animated stuff. The animated these two
But
movies.
They had a different guy do the voice of Abe in the movie?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
What was wrong with Doug Jones?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Nothing's wrong with him, but I don't know.
That's dumb.
100%.
And also, the other guy doesn't get credit for doing the voice. He's not listed on cast on Yahoo apparently.
Oh, you gotta stop looking at Yahoo.
Listen, it's for some reason the default search for my Google Chrome. I have no idea why.
You can change that.
Man, that's so much work.
No, he's got a point.
Hold on, anyway. I'll just pull up IMDb. Let's go to actual IMDb cast credits. He's not listed here either. There's
Joe.
Abe.
What was the kill count?
Sorry, now I'm going down that rabbit hole. Give me a minute.
Yeah, he's definitely not. He's definitely not. Oh wait, what's this? Recent rest of cast listed alphabetically. Bunch of uncredited people.
Niles Crane, I think is his name.
Right here. Yeah, so David Hyde Pierce is in an uncredited role. He does provide the voice of Abe Sapien.
Does anybody remember if Hellboy wears pants or not?
He does. It's like shorts.
Yeah.
Does he
wears shorts.
Does he have shoes?
Actually, him and Silent Bob, same guy. A lot of people don't know that.
Did you say he does wear shoes? Are they boot?
If he does, they're boots. If not, Like I know in this one, it's no boots. It's just his cloven feet, I think.
Oh well, it's too late now.
Okay.
No, he doesn't. Oh, I typed in boobs. That would have been weird.
Hellboy boobs.
Oh, he wears in the movie. He wears like Crocs.
Crocs.
Doc Martens.
You say he wears Crocs in the movie?
Doc Martens.
Oh, okay.
All right.
If he wore Crocs, that would have been fucking hilarious.
Okay, so I did this
like,
because the movie was so boring, but
you did a little doodle. I love it.
Wow.
Love it.
I did that while we were trying to hear the kill count.
Wow, that's pretty quick quick drawing there. So
Thanks.
Kill count is 17.
That's it?
Yeah.
Did you count all the dead ghost people?
Grossly lower than Batman.
No, because they're already dead. And yes, way lower than Batman.
Hellboy.
Besides, if I count all the ghost people, it's one kill because they all disappear at the same time. So
that's true.
Fuck off.
So 18.
Whatever. What's our bingo?
All right, so we had the flashbacks, origin flashbacks. Hero kills, betrayal by a friend because the priest, I guess, could be considered a friend. Obviously, we've got the trifecta of comic book logic, unexplainable science, and government interference because they are the government, and the government always interferes because Hellboy's a cop, 1312. And we have rejecting powers because while he's talking to Hecate, he's like, yeah, I don't care about my powers and destiny, so I'm just going to shoot you now. Excuse me.
That tracks.
Also, you should be really proud that I remembered all that because I had to start a new notebook, and I didn't have the old notebook with me.
I mean, you have it in your house, so...
Yeah, but it was all the way downstairs, and I would have had to have paused the movie, which would have made it last longer.
That's fair. All right, Chuck. Spawn Cape Continuum?
I think the animation's still good. I think it holds up. I mean, it definitely looks like a product of its time. Like it has that style from like those like early-ish 2000, early to mid 2000s. I think it's fine. I think it flows well and still looks good. Because if this was released today, it would be like that weird computer generated cell shaded thing that comes out now on like every Netflix animated special.
Yeah.
So I don't know. 46 out of 49 capes. Looks good. I like it.
On to our scores. Chuck, what do you give this out of 10?
All right. Well, first and foremost, of course, I have to hold myself accountable. Is this a Hellboy movie? I mean, it has Hellboy in it, but it does not capture the magic that is Hellboy, in my opinion. It felt like it was made for kids to be released to kids. It's like it gives me the same like when they did like Godzilla animated series or when they did the Men in Black animated series, like taking something that was like kind of more geared toward adults and then tried to kidify it while still keeping the magic, and that always gets lost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also just Godzilla 2000, isn't it?
Well, that's what the animated show is based on.
Zilla actually is what he's called in the Godzilla universe. He's called Zilla, and he gets murked when because there's a movie where all the Godzillas fight all the other Godzillas. It's like a weird Godzilla multiverse thing that happens, and Zilla is in it, and he gets murked in like 5 seconds. It's actually pretty rad.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, never actually knew who David Harbour was until right now, and it bothers me because he doesn't. I don't like him as Hellboy.
Are you talking about Hopper?
Yeah, because he's the guy in the 2019 Hellboy movie.
Yeah, he was the cop from Stranger Things.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. Seeing him in all the makeup and stuff, his just looks fucking weird.
And he was also the Russian Captain America in the Black Widow movie.
His name is Red Guardian. Show him a little respect, okay?
No.
No, because he hangs out with the fucking biggest drunkest bear. It's cool. He's cool. He's okay. Anyway, is this a Hellboy movie? Did I enjoy it? No. Am I pissed that I had to pay $4 to watch it? A little bit. Did I want more because I was super excited about it and I was disappointed? Yeah. If I have to give this a score at all, I mean, it was short. It got me through it. The action scenes actually weren't terrible. Like for an animated cartoon, I thought the fight scenes were pretty solid. So that kept my interest enough when I started to fall off. The plot is convoluted and doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's like 19 different plots. They could have just picked one and ran with it. It has a very like, I always refer to it as an American Horror Story effect, where like they're trying to do too much in one season and it always ruins the show for me. Yeah. I'm going to give this a 3.2.
Okay.
And that's kind of being generous.
Ron?
So I agree with most of what Chuck said, except for I didn't find the fight scenes all that appealing. I mean, the animation was done okay, but like the fights themselves were just kind of lackluster to me. So I gave it a 2.5.
I mean, it's a Hellboy fight scene. He's gonna hit something with his big fist. That's the appeal, right? Like it's the kaiju battle of things. It's like, is it gonna be good? No, but it's two big things bashing into each other.
Hey,
so
whoa,
you gotta
whoa,
appreciate for what
Look,
it is.
Kaiju battles can be awesome. Let's talk about Godzilla versus King Kong, okay? That was a lot of fun to watch. Not gonna lie.
I have some feelings about Godzilla vs. Kong, but
I enjoyed that though.
Chuck, if you didn't have feelings about something, I'd think you were dead.
Well, he doesn't have feelings about me, so.
Oh, he does.
Oh, I do. No, I think I've been very vocal about my feelings for you on a regular basis. I have no idea what you're talking about. See, what are you, my wife? You don't listen to me? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. So this movie, like I said earlier, it's okay. I thought the action scenes were fine. Story was, I agree with you, both of you, is all over the place. Yes, in my opinion, it is a Hellboy movie. I've read some Hellboy comics, and they are just literally just, all right, here's the story. Here's Hellboy in it. Here you go. I gave it a 5. Like it's right in the middle. I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
This would be my redemption for this. If I had like my 4-year-old nephew or soon to be 5-year-old nephew, and he saw my Hellboy comics and he wanted to know who this character was, I would put this cartoon on for him because I know it'd be more age appropriate.
There you go.
So like that's the redeeming factor. If you have like a young child in your life and you love Hellboy, this is something that you could bond over that would be appropriate. But it's not enough to save the movie for me, you know?
Yeah, so you should just watch Sword of Storms instead.
And that's fair. Yeah, Sword of Storms definitely was a better film.
I'm very curious what the third one was supposed to be.
I'm not 100% sure because IMDb didn't really give a synopsis. I think allegedly there was when this movie first hit either DVD or was on TV, there was a 2-minute scene at the end of the movie, like after the credits, I think to lead up into what would have been the third movie. And it was something about this iron glove. I don't know, but all in all, I don't know what the third one would have been.
Oh, is that when they tried to there's a comic where they replicate Hellboy's fist and essentially are able to turn the key without him or unlock the thing without him. So
maybe
that's what it is.
Maybe
was the relaunch of the 2019 Hellboy that was not canon to the other two movies, right?
No, that was a whole different thing.
Dumb, stupid. It cost them $50 million.
Holy shit!
$50 million budget. It made $55.1 million at the box office, so it broke even. But I think that's still considered a failure, isn't it?
I mean, they made money on it, so
allegedly you have to do double.
That's
because when you start to factor in advertising and costs to actors, stuff like that, double allegedly is what they want.
What is it? What is it about Hellboy that doesn't click? Is it just because he's not Batman?
He's not your traditional superhero. He's literally this being that will bring about the end of the world, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Hot take. I don't think movies like movie monster superheroes work. Like Godzilla kind of bombs unless you specifically love Godzilla. Like,
that's accurate.
He doesn't work here. Like, there's maybe because like people can't relate to him. I don't know. I don't know what it is because like he's such a dope character. Why doesn't he click?
I don't know. So we've got a combined score of 3.57, which puts it at number 57 out of 72 movies for us, just behind Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, and just above Superman 3.
That sounds about right.
I think I like this better than Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, but all right.
The first Hellboy got a 7.25, so we got about
that sounds about right.
half of, and that was just obviously you and I, Ron.
Yeah.
I mean, go rewatch it. I mean, is it objectively now in like lens? Is it objectively better than this one?
Yeah, 100% it's better than this one.
They actually have a story, and they're actually following the story.
All right. Well, I have like $4 in credit, so maybe I'll go watch it.
There you go. Actually, that one is free on Prime, if I remember correctly. So.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Yeah, because I was mad that this one wasn't free, and then apparently
you have the fucking DVD.
I know, and I didn't realize it. But okay, so I guess that's it. Chuck, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok at Kicked Out of the Hood. I'm also on Thread. I don't use it. I should probably use it more.
I need to start using mine.
I don't want to X. You know what I mean?
I only have Thread
to control all my things. So
I only have Thread because I wanted to make sure I got my name on it.
Yeah, super fair.
That's fair.
You can find my kitchen thing TikTok at Kicked Out of the Kitchen, Owen Kicked. And you can go follow my new business as long as you're nice about it. Vesucre, Vesucre. Spelled that right? Yes. We are a vegan ice cream company, and we are kind of really making tracks and doing some good shit. So give us a follow, check out our flavors, and hopefully we'll be in a store near you and then soon. Or if you live in New York, come find us. We're kind of getting all over the place. So
awesome.
Ron? Also, don't forget to make bids on Chuck's Sweaty Disgusting earphones.
Yeah, head over to patreon.com/professionalcasuals. Those $1 gags. This is a hot Discord. Apparently, did you know there's like a free addition to it, and it's like fucking lame. There's like a casuals entrance, which apparently is like a whole different brand. Listen, I just figured this out. It's been this way for like a while now. Lame. Don't fucking do that. What you want to do is go to patreon.com/professionalcasual. Hit that 301 tier so we have a reason to actually start making additional content for you. And we can get new equipment. Tim can, let's see, what would his new obsession? Oh, the BK crispy wraps, crispy chicken wraps. Oh, yeah, fucking delicious. So fucking good. Tim won't stop eating them. Actually, he gave up drinking so he could eat those more. He has to offset them. So make sure that you go over and support us over at patreon.com/professionalcasual.
Very nice. Ronald?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok, Good at This Game. And you can find my art page at Good Art This Game on Instagram.
Oh my God. I love it.
You did hear the robot, right? Or
do what?
Did you hear robot, Ron, or was I the only one?
No, you're the only one.
All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, for me, on my end, you broke up. So obviously our issue is on my end and not your end. We'll figure that out.
Most of the time when he breaks up, I do hear about it because he calls me crying how upset he is. But
that's accurate.
Yeah.
You guys can find the show on Twitter at Comic Rundown, on Instagram Comic Rundown, Threads Comic Rundown, email comicrundown@gmail.com. Rate and review us on your podcasting app of choice. If you do, we might read it on an upcoming episode.
No, we will read it on an upcoming episode.
Yeah, why don't you fucking do it, you nerds? You fucking sit here, all 40 of you, and you goddamn listen to this show. Give us a little fucking rain review, huh? 5-star skis. Then you're gonna go to other shows that you haven't reviewed yet and leave reviews for our show on their show so other people can find us. All right.
Pause.
I
feel like
blew
this
the other headphone out. I really need some new fucking headphones.
I feel like this has been done before.
Yeah, like
having said
show.
that,
yeah, it's been done on my Rate My Professor, you fucking asshole. I had a student come up to me, allegedly, and ask me what Elite Eight Showdown was and why it was on my Rate My Professor. And I went into absolute fucking panic mode, allegedly.
But having said that, Pony, come on, dude, throw us a bone here. Get on it.
Yeah, let's fucking go, Pony.
Our song was done by Cam, formerly of One Half the Sex Stories, formerly of Wreck My Podcast. We got merch over on Redbubble.
I don't even know why you say Wreck My Podcast anymore, because you can't even listen to it anymore.
Yeah, that's right. It's gone. So
it's gone.
Yeah. So I'll just have to stop saying it.
So let me give you Jordan's personal. Oh, wait.
Our next movie we're going to be watching is Men in Black 2.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
I'm really bummed that I wasn't here for Men in Black 1 because legitimately Men in Black 1 is one of my favorite movies of all time.
We'll tell you what, Chuck, how about you give us a review of Men in Black 1 on the beginning of the next one, and maybe we can change up that score.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will.
Maybe we will. That being said, I got to get out of here, so...
No, you don't get to do shit. Bye, Joey.